All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this match in progress. It is KingsCrew versus MeatMarket. Let's run down the teams a little bit. On Medic, their team chef, Lucrative, and Monster and Monathan, I don't know, something. On Scout, Rio on Devilman, Paul Dog, and Bellin. Bellin, hella old school on the Soldier. Meanwhile, MeatMarket, it's going to be May, Corsa, Kuke, Alex.exe, also old school, Sin, and Broking. I'm not sure if I know all of their genders over on MeatMarket. Broking, though, certainly sounds like a bro. Anyways, apologies if I got any of them wrong and they tune in laters. But big shout out to my boys on the KingsCrew. This is actually a good time to announce. That's sort of a spur on the moment, though. But me and my boy, not totally spur of the moment, because we were talking about it at like Rewind too. You know, how he goes back, how people go back, and how there needs to be that like TF2 podcast going on again. And then he was hollering at me, just like being like, "Oh, yo, X9, what's good, man? What you got going on these days?" And that is when he found out that I've been Team Liquid's team chef the last 2.5 years. So and that's when I found out that Lucrative is also a chef. So we're gonna do a podcast that we are gonna call TF2 Chefs, and it's gonna be fantastic. I hope you guys tune in. We'll probably do a live to tape thing on YouTube, Twitch, maybe 4:30, or I don't know when we'll start on Friday, but we're gonna start it up on Friday. That's the game plan right now. Might be Saturday. But I'm pretty excited about that. We're just going to BS about a bunch of stuff. We'll probably on the first episode just cover kind of like state of the game, where things are at right now, people's views on things. Have Lucrative give me a rundown of this controversial, heated invite meeting. I really just say controversial just because that makes it sound spicier, right? But you know, opinions were diverse. You know, some things like Bonk and well, Bonk didn't get Soda Popper, I guess, was one of the other controversial ones. Anyways, let's now that this that round is over, let's just pay attention, right? 2-1 to the MeatMarket, and Sin trying to take the Spire here on Sunshine. Of course, they're getting pushed around. Felon trying to clear off the Spire. Sin has been cleared off. Bro King being obnoxious behind as Paul Dog goes back, cleans him up. KingsCrew, better mid-fight until Corsa gets some frags. May and Corsa going to be able to retreat. Alright, yeah, let me turn off this Monster Cat music real quick. It's been holding it down pretty well, but, you know, I just feel got to show proper respect to the TF2 when it's going down. KingsCrew holding down mid. And it charges Ian. Let me see if I can deduce what our halftime timer is at. Huh. Oddly, I thought that the ESEA stat page used to be in the future, if you know what I mean. As in that the ESEA stat page would display the stats that had happened in the 2 minutes that have not happened in the STV yet, I should say. And instead, when I F5 right now on this match, it says it's 1-0 KingsCrew, and that there is 17:27 on the clock. That's not correct. That's not correct. And Corsa eats a ton of damage. That Uber charge comes in to save his life. Felon trapped on the side. Will get taken out. Ooh, May getting chased down. Is able to get out though. And we have a fight on the shed here. Monathan Jekyll. Okay, I see the full name there. That's a good name. I like that. Rio backing up. Monsta stuck down low. He's gonna get cleaned up. And KingsCrew having some issues here as Rio goes down. Alex Alex.exe getting thrown around, but surviving. And the meat market, prices are looking good. Felon and Rio matching hats. There was a moment there where the Burnsiders wanted to get 6 matching TF2 logo hats. Still a bit of a possible dream. Matching unusuals for the whole squad, but squad goals, am I right? Am I right? Ooh, I love to hear that sentry gun, but just like that, it gets taken out. And MeatMarket just posted up like a true meat market. Posted up on the sidelines, just scouting. And there's the big bomb in from Bro King. Not the Rocket King, that is the Bro King. And Sin. Ooh, we're taking a bunch of damage, but sneaks out. Okay, okay. Alex.exe dodging rockets. Monothin Jekyll. I wonder if he has a brother named Mermaid Michael. Oh, the back cap. Oh, but it stopped. No, only momentarily. Seems like Rio. I don't know if Rio was back there. But Rio did get some damage done there. But nonetheless, the back cap still happens. Yeah, Rio went down right then when they were capturing it. So Rio got 1 frag, but taken out. I'm sure that KingsCrew got to talk it out a little bit. I'm going to tweet about it. Let the KingsCrew know that I did some, covered him a little bit. Alright, head over to my Twitter at eXtelevision. Give me a retweet and a follow. You know it. I just tweeted at the KingsCrew. Tweeting about my upcoming podcast as well with Lucrative. And Jay giving some feedback to the guys on the other team. You know, they were saying they were pubbers, you know, so definitely cool to see them, you know, progressing. And, you know, out in ESEA Open. ESEA Open is not easy. Not easy. I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of talented teams. There's a lot of teams that have, like, one person that maybe has, like, extreme amount of experience on the team. And then a lot of people that are super skilled, but maybe are still kind of, like, really fresh. I mean, that's sort of how I view the Burnsiders. You know, it's like Serbia's been around for a pretty long time. There's not quite as long as people like Felon, you know. Safrix is a super talented player. And then we got a bunch of, like, younger guys that are, you know, working their way up, you know. and haven't really been on teams before. So it's an interesting blend there. That's just our own personal example, but you know, the team that the Burnsiders lost to in open playoffs last season that ended up taking the whole playoffs, like they had like 3 invite players on their team. Like that's what it felt like, you know. And like sure, Alpha, you know, who you know, has been up and down on invite, or you know, never a top invite player. I got the belief in him, and he can be a top invite player, but you know, he's playing down and open, you know, and I hope that was a good challenge for him. I know he's back in, pretty sure he's back at invite now. I do like the guy. I'm not trying to give him a hard time, but just trying to point out that open can be very, very rough sometimes. It's the bottom division, but it's serious. And invite is very serious. It's tough to hang with these invite guys. All these guys are very skilled players, but you know, there's still a very large disparity between some of these teams. Right now, Broking goes down. That's a trade for Monsta. That's Soldier for Scout. Sin's gone down as well. I actually didn't see that. That actually was like right away, right at the beginning, so he must have gotten shut down immediately. KingsCrew controlling the Spire for a second there, but a big jump around coming in on Lucrative. It's right on his back, but can't find the damage. Lucrative completely unscathed there. Cookie, obviously not the Finnish Cookie of old with his aimbot-ish aim. Yeah, I said it. And we got Broking jumping in, trying to give a big response there and a stuff to KingsCrew. Oh, God, 3 go down simultaneously, as well as Lucrative. And KingsCrew sounding the retreat. Oof, as Rio getting some damage. Paul Dog in some trouble as well. Rio doesn't know where Sin went. And middle's going to go. Sin's going to get that package. He was thinking about camping spawn for a hot second there, but no. They're just going to take the Spire, get their players moving up. And we do have the Sentry Gun going down here. Once again, a reminder, it was 3-1 for MeatMarket in the first half. So they got a nice advantage on things right now. Okay, MeatMarket looking to overcharge in here through the left-hand side here. Corsa pushing forward. We do have the sentry gun out on the defense's left-hand side. Sorry, confusing from camera right? But a little bit of pressure on the point from Corsa. MeatMarket is going to have to back up a bit here. They lose their first player, one of their scouts, lose their second player. They have traded out for Felon. Broken getting taken out as well, so they're going to have to back up here. KingsCrew royally feeling themselves as May in some trouble. Oh, yeah. Finished off by Monathan Jamichael. Just Jikel, excuse me. Mermain Jikel, right? Jermaine Jackson. Anyways. Cookie on the sniper, something we saw in a finished sniper here. Cookie a bunch. Sorry, mixing my words into word salad. MeatMarket down the 1 player, but holding KingsCrew back for now. KingsCrew does have the overcharge. They're going to go through Cafe here. And a good pincer movement. But look at that high-flying soldier coming in. Oh, look at it with the drop! You gotta pop it, don't drop it, bro. Which, speaking of t-shirts now available and a mug, head over to the Portland Burnsiders /eXtelevision merch store on Teespring. More information also available on my YouTube. As Monster picking up that health pack and KingsCrew charging forward. If they can make this 3-2, that would be quite nice. But unfortunately for them, Monster and Monathan Jikel, both scouts, a little too aggressive, and they get taken out. And that might cost them Spire. They might have to forfeit here. They're backing up. Sin kind of in and out. Yeah, KingsCrew. Down about 15% on Uber charge. Not necessarily building aggressively. So, yeah, aggressive building, you can see charge went to 20% advantage there. But they're not going to use that. Aggressive charging does make quite a huge difference. It's something that as I've kind of gotten back into the game, I mean, not even recently, back in the game, I don't know what it was, like 9 months ago or something, a year ago. I know that iteration of the Burnsiders that I was active with, that we weren't aggressively charging, building a charge as much as we could have, and I myself, when I played Medic, definitely, you know, not paying enough attention to that concept. Teams are really sharp on, you know, how big of a difference that makes. But, you know, sometimes the window is really slim and you don't really feel super confident trying to utilize that. So MeatMarket, if they built maybe just a little bit more aggressively, they could have a slightly larger, like 25% window. But still, a 25% window is very slim. And MeatMarket with the 3-1 advantage here. So, technically speaking, in terms of like Prisoner's Dilemma, they don't actually have any motivation to do anything. They are going to go in and try to get the pressure on Lucrative. But they lose Corsa as well as Broking. And now Alex.exe. They have to pop the Uber charge on their scout. Cookie on the side in Cafe gets kind of dropped, disconnected, maybe a better term. But there goes Cookie, there goes May, there goes Sin. And that was very unfortunate for MeatMarket. KingsCrew in a very solid position to get this capture, and then it's just going to be 3 up for the next, 5 seconds here. KingsCrew, maybe some opinions might be slow kind of coming in here. They do use the Uber charge here eventually. Rio on top of the spawn. And capture time. Okay, good. Nice. Oh, my God. Paul Dog with the double. Just real quick there. So, now the score. Waiting. Yeah, okay. I was waiting for it to display just a double check. But 3-2 in favor of MeatMarket. Nice surf by Alex.exe. Very crisp, very fast. Sees Rio over on the side, able to get stickies over on him. Soak up heals as soon as the medic gets there. May dodges the splash. KingsCrew taking Tetris on the left side. Rio with a kill on Corsa. Cookie down as well. Scout high flying. Soldier midair. Rio with a big pipe. He's going to taunt. 2 players still alive. I always, find such taunts questionable. But, that's all right. You got to celebrate when you hit a fat pipe, and that was a fat pipe. Rio going to skip sides a little bit. KingsCrew could keep the momentum rolling here and tie the game up. TF2 a very momentum-based game. Rounds can just really swing on such small incidents. And when players' emotions get the best of them, that's really kind of momentum rears its head the most. So MeatMarket going to be a little bit cautious here. You see stickies above the door there. Maybe try to attempt somebody from KingsCrew in to engage there. Broking putting some good spam outwards. Nice pick off there by Monathan Jekyll. Cookie trying to sneak around and really just big quick damage spit out. Stickies definitely have to be known about. Felon picked off. Corsa moving over here. Big shots by Monathan Jekyll though, who gets another kill there. Things even. Just developing very slow here. See stickies on the right. He's probably got a few somewhere else. Not quite sure where, though. KingsCrew do have to push in at some point to tie this up themselves. Corsa on the spy. Let's see if we can pull him out. Okay. Playing this slow. You might see the scout up there. He does now. Gotta be careful not to back into him. Felon picked off. This is very good for MeatMarket because now Corsa. I want to say Corsa was part of the infamous Rewind Spy Cloak and Dagger standoff. I could be wrong on that stat though. My memory's a little bit hazy, I'll be honest. And he has done a great job positioning himself. I don't know if I'd say that the KingsCrew is suspicious. And MeatMarket trying to get some distraction ran out here. Spy's coming out here. Right on top of the medic. It has to just swipe him from the side. Gets another little swipe on him, but then taken out. Medic lucrative at half health. And then Monathan Jekyll, excuse me as I itch myself, taken out there. So things back to a standoff. I sort of doubt Corsa will stay on the spy. Indeed, he does not. That did not help. A little bit better. A little bit better. Ooh, excuse me. All right, here. So, MeatMarket poking forward a little bit here. 6:30 on the round reset timer. And Monster with the pick off. Broking going down. Corsa also getting picked off. If KingsCrew can get some heals out quick here, I mean, they really should just push. But they're having some problems just getting people ready, I guess. Because players going to be up on MeatMarket. You can hear it in my voice. I was annoyed by that. Like, you had a two-player advantage. And now we're back to standoff. But, you know, things in TF2 got to be right when you're pushing. Oh, my God. Lucrative gets dropped by Corsa. Jeez, bro. And this is also why in TF2, like... Oh, my God. Okay. Capture on the point. No. Felon taken out. You have to play to win. And, I mean, that seems obvious, but like if you're just kind of playing to stand around, you know, you're gonna get taken advantage of, and that's also something that you just kind of discover, you know. Also, like the more you go up and up the ladder, you know, of TF2, and you start playing better teams and running into the situation, it's like you actually have to try to win. If you're just trying to survive, then you're going to lose. Lucrative goes down there. We get a finish on Sin. Felon off though with a pretty clutch kill on Broking. Doesn't pick up that bottle. He's kind of low on health, so he's going to have to back up. Rio's going to be able to be supportive, but Paul Dog is down, so it's just those two, and they're both extremely low on health. Rio, yeah, try not to get arrowed, but he's going to get taken out. And unfortunately, this has gone downhill rapidly for KingsCrew. My boy Lucrative in the weeds as he gets dropped by Corsa. And then killed in the ensuing fight afterwards as well. Yeah, Monster going NG as we also have Sniper. So Engineer for a second point hold. It actually looks like maybe they're really just trying to get the bait in. Oh, Jesus. I hate when that happens. So Monathan trying to just be able to come out of spawn here and get a big snipe on him. Oh, Cookie's got... yeah, I had eyes on that, though. And they pushed in, and Lucrative goes down again to Broking. Oh, man, that's very unfortunate. I was watching what was going on with that sniper in the back situation. So, I did not see it. But yeah, Lucrative going down. Mover charge coming out here. This is fairly textbook. Lucrative having to switch sides to the two stickies on the ground, but look at that. May take it out. Big damage by Monathan Jekyll. Ooh, and Lucrative being protected by his team. Cookie down low. Broking on the left. Broking, well, I was going to say spotted, but sort of exposes himself. Nice, Rio. Although, again, a taunt when you could already be like moving this way to take care of Broking or moving top left. TF2 players taunts a little too much. Doth protest a bit too much. Lucrative at 80% here. You can see MeatMarket pretty closely postured. Oh, Lucrative on the crits. That's why he's got such a high percentage. It's about to be 100% because they use it on the corner. He calls for it. He activated it now. Oh, here, there we go. That was one good crit. The second one comes up, gets it. Oh, that's a 3K. And Broking behind. No more crits for that. Rio, another taunt. While Sin still in here on the right-hand side. Sin extremely low. Backing up further. Rio doesn't get the full skip jump around. Nice finish off by Moneth and Jekyll. And very, very solid crits switch up. And in fact, they're going to get crits again before MeatMarket will be able to get an Uber charge. It's one of those situations where you almost want to crits and then crits again. I guess they don't have to use it like super ASAP. But, you know, just a lot of times the way crits and crits and Uber charge dynamics work out. You know, if they do it now and then they can just pressure out. They want to use it on, they're looking to use it on Soldier. Oh, excuse me, he picked up the other one. I was like, I was lost. I'm like, still forgot that that was a mechanic. I knew in the back of my head he could do it. And then I also saw, I was looking at him, I saw that he had a festive, and that's why I was confused. So I was like, oh, awesome. He's got an Uber charge, but, or Kritzkrieg. And that just didn't work, though. That's sad. That was another unfortunate kind of sloppy Uber exchange. Pushed through with that Soldier and Scout. Kind of got disconnected. Couldn't find any frags. Couldn't find any damage. And now they're bleeding all the way to last. They do have Monster up on the NG. Oh, as I look for his gun. That's a pretty cheeky spot. I like that. See how well that works, though, for the defense. Of course, they're just kind of running past it. Soldier Sin gunning it down. Sin thrown off the point. Broking on the left-hand side. This is looking like another strong hold from KingsCrew, though, at the moment. Paul Dog going down. Broking has been traded out, though. More trades, and MeatMarket forced backwards. Cookie on the side, but got to watch out for that spam. Monsta engaging. Does get the kill on Corsa. Ooh, nice follow-up from Monsta. And unfortunate. Cookie with a good capture. Lol. Wow. Wow. Strong language. It's okay. It wasn't too strong. Again, thanks for joining us and sticking with us here, ladies and gentlemen. KingsCrew versus MeatMarket joined the cast in progress. I shouldn't say joined the cast, joined the match in progress. But now things winding down as MeatMarket up 4-2. Paul Dog stomping down on Broking from below, protecting his demo man Rio. As we also have Felon getting behind, throwing some damage out. Nothing too effective, though. Cookie pistoling down Moneth and Jekyll. Cookie good dodging around. Of course, it gets a finish off on Rio, so it's actually still kind of a dangerous situation for KingsCrew. Trying to finish off May here. He's got 90%. There we go. Took a bit extra, but they get the finish. And they're going to get the capture. Of course, wants to pressure, though. And lucrative. Oh, man. Got to be a bit more heads up than that. That was unfortunate for him. And looks like we probably have about 12 minutes left in this half. As I mentioned, MeatMarket up 4-2. KingsCrew with a slight advantage here. They are at an uber disadvantage, but holding on to mid is nice. You can see MeatMarket kind of wants to come through Valley, but they might just, looks like actually, as I say that, rotating back to Spire. Building their uber charge, they got a 20% advantage. Uber being built over on the KingsCrew side as well, though. Fairly classic TF2 standoff at the moment. But we do have our boys MeatMarket rolling through Cafe. Coming through really strong with the Uber charge, trying to pack up Sin on the bomb, but unfortunately can't get the flash to him. If they get the flash on Sin, that would have been a lot better. But we do have the crits coming back here. I wonder if that was fully intentional, but it did mostly work out. As they maintain control of the point, and now that they still have crits, they could potentially get it faster here. Medic thrown up in the air, but will get out. Paul Dog getting on top here. Doesn't completely, most swiftly back up. But KingsCrew has sort of recovered here. And the Uber charge will actually be pretty close here. As May is charging pretty fast here, and the Kritzkrieg is catching up, but slowly. Like, I'm just telling myself, I'm not crazy. He is using the Kritzkrieg. And there's the Uber charge coming in. We'll see if they can get a good crits after this wraps up. He's at 85% right now. That's 90%. Uber charge is over. And Lucrative is dead. Of course, they're getting some big cleanup there. Sin getting a nice frag. The bat cap is on, though. Monathan Jackal, what do you got? Oh, no, no, no. It does not have enough. That was a nice attempt, though, and it does draw the MeatMarket back. 2 more coming up for KingsCrew. But Felon not going to be able to contest this. Yeah, what's up, Steady Goa? Thanks for joining us. We got MeatMarket trying to close this game off. Up 4-2 up against the KingsCrew. Starting off ESEA invite for us. There's been some other matches going on tonight since we're kind of slowing down for just a half second here. Let me see if I can pull up the schedule and results for tonight. You see Rio trying to hold them off. The Portland Blacksiders lost 5-3 in their match. Tried to watch that one, but could not pull that up, unfortunately. May has been flushed out. I was trying to see. Jeez, man, losing. Okay, May on the regular medic. And Lucrative back to it as well. Monster taken out. Paul Dog going to be in trouble. Does get taken out by Cookie before he can fall. And this looks a little rough here. They're going to lose the second point here. And players about even here as we have Sin bombing in hard. Both scouts in here as well. Supported by Alex.exe. The medic May jumping around trying to be a big distraction. Sin going down and MeatMarket continuing to have some struggles here. Capturing the last point. They might be able to do it this time though as they got players on the last. And 4 players battling around. KingsCrew, Paul Dog taken out. And Alex.exe, Cookie bringing the pressure. That is the GGs, ladies and gentlemen. And KingsCrew taken out 5-2. That also happens to be the score of Froyotech versus Mentality Esports. But honestly, you know, just being week 1 in the season, I think you'd have to be pretty proud of taking 2 rounds off of Froyotech. Mentality, their roster, Cookie Jake, Patty, the aforementioned Alpha, Speedy, May, and Mirror Man. While Froyotech, Yomps, Eric, Nursey, Banny, Habib, and Blaze, my boy Blaze. I don't think I hollered at Blaze when I was up in Vancouver. I should have, but I didn't. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much gonna, yeah. Alpha is a big door sniper main. I think that's pretty much gonna do me for tonight in this round of ESEA coverage. But you know, we almost had about 2 hours of TF2 casting, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. As I was discussing, we're going to be having some more casting throughout the week. And also next week, this weekend coming up, there's going to be some Dota casting starting on Friday, and definitely tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more TF2 stuff as well, and also just kind of streaming some gameplay stuff. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to take a break from streaming for now. Probably not streaming again tonight, but look forward to hopefully catching you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Eckstein. I will see you guys next time. Peace out!